Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I have a prophetic message for you guys today. If you guys didn't have a chance to see my previous video, please go check it out. I think you guys will be tickled pink by it and blessed by it as well. My daughter actually stole my phone and she came right here and she started making her own little video, you guys, because she watches me and she watches me as when I come on here and make my videos. And after I upload my videos, she talks to me about them. And she really is supportive. She's my oldest daughter. She's 8 years old, and she's like my biggest supporter. And she wants to start making her own YouTube channel and talking about God and things like that. So I put the caption under the caption of the video. I put, they're watching you, your children are watching you. So you guys, as you're doing what you're doing for the Lord, your assignment, just know that your kids they're taking note of what you're doing. Trust and believe, and they will follow in your footsteps. They're not going to do what you tell them to do. They're going to do what they watch you doing, what you do physically. Okay. So that being said, I'm gonna get straight into the dream. So, or the message. The message is based off a dream, you guys. So in my dream, I was at my old high school, and they had called my name to the office, and I was supposed to pick up some prize or something. So I walk into the principal's office. I get to the principal's office. On the outside of the principal's door, there's like this mailbox, like this drop box mailbox. And in the mailbox were these giant, it was like 4 giant donuts. It was like a croissant donut, one of the fried croissants that you deep fry and then you like glaze when it's done. Sorry, I don't want to get y'all hungry. And I need to stop getting me hungry because I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to eat healthier. Yeah, and then it was a giant donut. They was big. It's like 4 of them. And then they had like a little ribbon with my name on them. So they were all mine, right? They were all for me. And I was so happy because those are some of my favorite desserts is donuts. And so as I was, okay, so I grabbed all of them and I was walking off. And as I was walking off, I hear and then I see in my peripheral vision one of the popular girls that I went to school with. She's really entitled, right? She's one of the mean girls with a really entitled personality, right? Thinking that that everything belongs to her, that she's entitled to everything, right? Really narcissistic. But yeah, I remember seeing her. I remember her looking at me and looking at my donuts and then looking at the Dropbox. And then I remember hearing her saying, wait, hold on, where's mine? You know what I mean? Where's mine? Where's my donuts? How does she have all of those donuts and I don't have none? You know what I mean? She was really upset, because she was so popular and so pretty. And I wasn't popular when I was in school. I didn't want to be either. Even if I had the chance to be popular, I won't be popular because that wasn't my, you know what I mean, introverted, shy, you know what I mean, calm, cool, and collected. That's how I was in school. You know what I mean? So she was just really upset and really thought that she had the entitlement to have my prize, right? And my prize to me, and that I remember how it felt. You may think, okay, so it's just donuts. What's the big deal about some donuts? Yeah, they taste good, but that's not really what I would consider a valuable prize. But you guys, when you guys have dreams, you guys have to consider how you're feeling in your dreams. You have to consider the feelings that you have in your dreams. So I felt in my dream, I felt so excited. I felt just when I saw them donuts, I was hyped, you know what I mean? I felt in my heart that I deserved them. I felt in my heart, okay, this is my time, you know what I mean? I deserve these donuts. So, yeah, so when the Lord gives me dreams, he doesn't always give me the interpretation of them, you guys. But if it's a message that he wants me to share, for the body of Christ. He gives me the interpretation of them. And the message of the dream, interpretation of the dream is that you, and I don't even like making these types of videos, prosperity gospel type, you know, blessings. Every video, I hope that every video that I make sound like doesn't sound like prosperity gospel. Doesn't sound like I'm just preaching and telling y'all, that you're gonna get blessed every time I have a message from the Lord, because I personally don't like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you guys, the Lord definitely has some blessings for you guys. There's definitely an abundance of blessings ahead for you, especially if you have been faithful, especially if you have been obedient, especially if you have did what you have supposed to be doing as far as your assignment that the Lord has called you to be doing at this time. You guys, and it's going to be something that you need, something that you've been asking for, something that you really either really need or really want. Because donuts are like literally my favorite. They're my favorite out of any snack, right? And it's just so funny how the enemy works, because it's like every time I get on here to make a video, that's how I know that I'm doing God's will. That's how I know that God's proud of me. That's how I know I'm doing something right. Because right now, there's this car outside. Do you guys hear the honking? And they're literally right outside my door. Unbelievable. And that's how the enemy works. That's how the enemy works, to distract, right? But it's a good thing I pray before my videos, right? Yeah, so you guys, you have blessings to look forward to. And it's going to be something of significance, something that you need, something that you have been praying for, something that you really desire. And it's going to be more about your desires, not just your needs, your desires as well, because God cares about your desires, you guys. I pray for my desires, and I feel like it takes more faith to pray about small things and your desires than it does the big things that you need, like a house or a car or marriage or or money, things like that. Because a lot of people have this, and he is a big God, right? We can't even fathom. He's a great and mighty God, no doubt. But he is concerned about the small things of his children, the things that you would think that are insignificant. He wants us to talk. He's worried about the details of our lives, you guys. He really is, and he wants us to talk with us. Like I communicate with God all day, like he's a friend, and that's the type of praying and intercession. And that's the type of relationship that he wants to have with us. Is that really intimate relationship? Like he's a friend, like he's like a friend, like a physical friend of yours. Like he's there physically with you, so he's concerned about those little things. And I express to him my desires, because I know he cares. It's not like he's so big, he's so high and mighty that he doesn't care about those little things. That's man's way of thinking. Like if we had, like, let's say we had a king on earth, or like a president, or like the director of a company, or like some big head, you couldn't call them and ask them about something trivial and small and expect them to even care. They wouldn't have time to even hear something that isn't important, that's not going to be taking up their time, right? They would think it's a waste of time if you calling them and asking them about some shoes that you really want, or money to take your kids to the theater. Most people of great importance and great power on earth, man, They're not going to care about those things. But God cares about the small things, you guys. And he cares about your desires. You know, if your desires, it he cares about your desires. But he has um what's the word I'm looking for? He has stipulations. He has stipulations with giving us our desires. We have to be in obedience. We have to be in obedience to him. We have to be living righteous. We have to be living holy. You know what I mean? We can't just be um, doing whatever we want to do. You understand what I'm saying? We have to be living a life and have that close and intimate relationship with him. Um, and also, I don't pray for my desires all the time. You know, every once in a while, I'll bring them to God and I'll tell them to God, you know, because I'm not, it's like I live as I continue to fast, you know, my desires, you know, become more of God's desires as I grow more in my spirit. So I don't have the type of desires that I used to have. You understand what I'm saying? My desires now are more godly and more God-centered and um not selfish, not self-centered. And he knows your heart. If he knows your heart, just know before you get in the business of asking God for things that you want, things that you desire. Oh, a new TV. Oh, a new car. Oh, to be rich. For a new purse. You know, before you guys ask for your desires, to let's say not even materialistic things, but to to have tickets to the next NBA basketball game, to be able to have good seats. God knows your heart, and he will reward you according to your righteousness. I just read that verse today. Let me see if I can find it. Did I write it down? Because I read it in Psalms, and I should have wrote it down. Therefore, yes, the Lord rewarded me according to the cleanness of my hands in his sight. Psalms 18:25. And that's just not that's physical rewards, and that's spiritual rewards as well. You know, peace and joy and happiness and those things, but not just those. Those are physical manifestations as well, as far as rewards. So do not be afraid to express your desires to God, because he's going to examine your heart before he considers answering them and giving you your desires. Right? Be blessed, you guys. I'll see you on the next video.